Hi, my name is Elliott, August 2nd, 2016. Mr. Pine's Purple House. Mr. Pine's Purple House. Mr. Pine's Purple House.
You can skip that page. Just start on this one, sweetie.
Mr. Pine lived on Vine Street in a little white house. On a white house is fine, said Mr. Pine, but there are 50 white houses on a line on Vine Street. How can you tell which one is mine? He looked up and down the street. I know, said Mr. Pine. I have paint on a tree. A little pine tree by my house. Pine tree, house. See, that's me. That's what I'll do, I said. And that's what he did. Mr. Gold lived next door to Mr. Pine. What a nice little tree, said Mr. Gold. Miss Green was next door to Mr. Gold. What a pretty tree, said Mrs. Green. Mr. Brown lived next door to Mr. Green. What a very nice tree, said Mr. Brown. The next day, Pine looked out of his window. He wanted to see his little pine tree. But what did he see? He saw 50 white houses on a line, and there was a little pine tree by each house. Oh, no, said Mr. Pine. Now, how will I tell which one is mine? He looked up and down the street again. I know, said Mr. Pine. I'll plant a big bush next to the little pine tree. Said the big bush. Pine tree. Pine house. See, that's me. And he did. And he did this. And this. There, said Mr. Pine. It looks just fine. What a pretty bush, said Mr. Gold. Oh, how nice, said Mr. Green. Very, very pretty, said Mr. Brown. Said Mrs. Brown. Next morning, Mr. Pine looked out of his window. He wanted to see the big bush by his little pine tree. What did he see? There were 50 white houses on a line. There were 50 little green trees. Next to all of them pine, and next to each tree was a big bush. Oh no, said Mr. Pine. Oh no, said all the houses looking at the same time. Mr. Pine thought and thought. I know, said Mr. Pine. I will paint my house. He thought, and he thought, and he thought, and he thought some more. Let me see, he said. Red, yellow, orange, no, blue, green, pink. Let me see. I know. I'll paint my house purple. Then off he went to get the paint. I want to buy some paint, said Mr. Pine to Mr. Dash. I want to paint my house purple, asked Mr. Dash. Yes, purple, said Mr. Pine. Green is very nice, said Mr. Dash. No, Mr. Pine. Red is very nice, Mr. Dash. No, said Mr. Pine. White is very, very nice. No, 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 said Mr. Pine. I want my paint purple paint. Purple paint, said Mr. Dash. Think of that. Well, your house will need 9 big cans of purple paint. You'll need some brushes too, said Mr. Pine. And this, putty, steel wood. Next, I need something to mix the paint and clean the brushes. Mixing pail, mixer, and the thinner. Mr. Pine put everything into his truck. Back he went to Vine Street. He put his ladder here. He put his little ladder there. I have things to do before I paint, said Mr. Pine. Mix and fix. Fill, fix. And sweep this. Mix, mix, mix. Now the paint is just right. Now I can paint. Mr. Pine went up the ladder at the very top of the house. He began to paint. Squish, squash, went the brush. Squish, squash, squish. Some boys were playing ball out the street, but Mr. Pine did not see them. A boy hit the ball. Up went the ball. Up, up, up. It was a home run. Watch. Look out, Mr. Pine, look out. All the boys called, but Mr. Pine did not hear them. Pow! Down came the ball on Mr. Pine's head. Hat. Pow! Down came some brushes, down came some purple paint. Down came Mr. Pine. Now I have to get some more paint, said Mr. Pine. He went up the ladder again. Squish, squash, squish. Went the brush. Squish, squash, squish, squish. Mr. Gold's cat ran up the ladder. Mr. Pine's dog ran after the little cat. Round and round they went. Grr, meow, meow, grr, meow. The little cat ran up the ladder, but Mr. Pine did not see her. Mr. Pine came down the ladder, down on the cat's foot. Meow! Down came the cat, down came the brushes, down came the ladder, down came the paint, down came Mr. Pine. Now Mr. Pine had purple gas, a purple grass, a purple cat, a purple dog, a purple hat, a purple nose. I have to get more purple paint, said Mr. Pine. Up the ladder he went again. Squish, squish, squash went Mr. Pine, painted the house until the house was all purple. Everyone on Vine Street came to look at Mr. Pine's purple house. No one had seen a purple house before. What a nice purple, said Mr. Gray. I will paint my house. What a pretty purple house, said Mr. Gold. I will paint my house. What a very pretty purple house, said Mr. Green. I will paint my house too. Oh, no, no, said Mr. Pine. Not 50 purple houses all on line on Vine Street. But I will paint my house pink, said Mrs. Gray. Now, yellow for me, said Mrs. Green. Green for me, said Mrs. Brown. I like red, said Mr. White. And I'll keep my house all white, said Mr. Gold. Now there are 50 houses on Vine Street. There are red houses and green houses and brown houses. There are yellow and pink houses, and some are white houses too. There's just one purple house on Vine Street. And that is Mr. Pine's purple house. The end.
Show us the book. Show me the front. Just the front. Okay, sit. Wait. Back. Hold it. Hold it still, Elliott. Hold it really still. Awesome. Thanks, bud.
Can I see it?